Hello, chosen ones. Today, we embark on a profound journey that delves into the essence of what it truly means to be chosen. This message is meant for those who feel a deep connection to their purpose and are navigating the intricate path of life with a sense of divine guidance. If you're resonating with this message, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Ones, and comment 77 below to signify your commitment to this journey. In this ever-changing world, we often hear the call of something greater, something that beckons us to step beyond the ordinary and into the realm of the extraordinary. The notion of being called is a familiar one, yet few understand the deeper meaning behind being chosen. It's a profound distinction that carries with it the weight of responsibility and the promise of divine purpose. As we explore this concept, it's essential to understand that being chosen is not merely about being selected from a crowd. It is about being divinely appointed for a unique mission. Each of us is woven into the fabric of the universe with a purpose that is both grand and intimate. It's not just about us. It's about how our lives intertwine with the lives of others and the divine tapestry that God is crafting. The journey of the chosen often begins with an awakening, a moment when we realize that life is not just a series of events, but a sacred narrative in which we play a vital role. Just as the stars are positioned in the sky for a purpose, so too are we placed on this earth with a calling that is waiting to be fulfilled. This awakening is not always gentle. It can come through trials, tribulations, or moments of deep introspection that lead us to question our existence and seek a higher truth. Consider the powerful message in the biblical verse, "For many are called, but few are chosen." This statement encapsulates the essence of our exploration today. The call is extended to all. However, to be chosen requires a response that transcends mere acknowledgement. It calls for an active participation in the divine plan, a willingness to embrace the path laid before us, no matter how challenging it may be. The story of Jeremiah serves as a poignant example of this divine selection. God knew him before he was formed in the womb, signifying a predestined purpose. Each of us has our unique calling, and while we may not have the clarity of Jeremiah's prophetic mandate, we can seek our purpose through reflection and connection with the divine. The path of the chosen often involves periods of waiting and preparation. It's in these moments of stillness that we cultivate our spiritual strength, allowing us to blossom when the time is right. When we consider the journey of the chosen, we must also acknowledge the immense responsibility that comes with it. Being chosen is not just an honor. It requires us to live out our purpose authentically and courageously. We are called to be vessels of love, hope, and inspiration in a world that often feels chaotic and disheartening. This call is a commitment to a higher standard of living, a life that reflects the values of kindness, compassion, and integrity. Throughout history, we find countless examples of individuals who answered the call and embraced their chosen status, despite facing adversities. Each story reveals the resilience required to navigate life's trials while remaining faithful to one's purpose. Think of figures like Moses, who hesitated to answer God's call yet ultimately led a nation to freedom, or Esther, who risked her life to save her people. Their lives exemplify the truth that being chosen often involves stepping into the unknown and trusting that the path will unfold as it should. As we reflect on our own lives, it's crucial to recognize that we are not alone on this journey. The community of believers is a powerful source of strength and encouragement. We are meant to uplift one another, to share in our struggles and victories. Just as iron sharpens iron, we can help each other grow, learn, and deepen our understanding of what it means to be chosen. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals provides us with the support we need to persevere through challenges and stay aligned with our purpose. Prayer serves as a fundamental aspect of this journey. It is through prayer that we establish a connection with God, seeking His guidance and strength. Jesus, the ultimate example of a chosen one, often withdrew to pray, seeking the Father's will before making crucial decisions. His example shows us the importance of aligning our hearts with God's purpose, allowing His wisdom to direct our paths. As we engage in prayer, we must be open to receiving divine insights that can illuminate our way forward. Prayer is not just about asking for guidance, it's about creating a space for God to speak to us, to instill peace in our hearts, and to strengthen our resolve. It is in those moments of prayer that we cultivate a deeper awareness of our calling, allowing us to navigate the challenges that may arise. Life as a chosen one is often marked by trials that test our faith. Each challenge is not merely a roadblock, it is an opportunity for growth and transformation. When we face adversity, we can choose to see it as a refining fire, shaping us into the individuals we are meant to be. Just like gold is purified through fire, our faith is strengthened through the challenges we encounter. It's essential to understand that suffering is not a sign of abandonment. Rather, it is a part of the divine process. The life of Joseph is a powerful testament to this truth. He endured betrayal, false accusations, and imprisonment, yet through it all, he remained faithful. His journey teaches us that while the path of the chosen may be fraught with difficulties, it is also filled with moments of divine intervention and grace. As we walk this path, we must remember that our choices matter. The decisions we make today ripple through our lives and the lives of those around us. Every act of kindness, every moment of compassion contributes to the greater good. We are not just living for ourselves, we are part of a larger story that impacts generations to come. When we align ourselves with our divine purpose, we begin to see the beauty in every experience, both the joyous and the painful. Each moment is a lesson, an opportunity to grow closer to God and to fulfill the calling placed upon our lives. The more we seek His presence, the clearer our path becomes, illuminating the next steps we need to take. In the midst of life's challenges, let us not forget the importance of gratitude. Being chosen is a gift, and acknowledging this gift allows us to cultivate a spirit of appreciation for all that we have. Gratitude shifts our perspective, helping us focus on the blessings rather than the burdens. It opens our hearts to receive more of what God has in store for us. As we continue to explore what it means to be chosen, we invite you to reflect on your own journey. What dreams and passions stir within you? What unique purpose is waiting to be uncovered? The answers may not always be clear, but through prayer, community, and a willingness to step into the unknown, we can uncover the treasures that lie within. Remember, chosen ones, you are part of a beautiful tapestry of divine purpose. Your life matters, and your contribution is significant. Embrace the call that has been placed upon you and allow it to guide you toward a future filled with hope and possibility. Together, let us continue this journey, supporting one another as we navigate the sacred path laid out before us. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Wisdom Ones, and share your thoughts by commenting 77 below. Your engagement helps us create a community that uplifts and inspires, fostering a space where we can grow together in our understanding of what it means to be chosen. Thank you for being part of this journey. As we navigate the complexities of life, we may find ourselves questioning our worthiness and purpose. It's common to wonder if we are truly living up to the calling placed upon us. In those moments of doubt, we must remind ourselves that being chosen is not about perfection. It is about progression. God does not require us to be flawless in our journey. Instead, He seeks our willingness to grow, learn, and step out in faith. The grace that envelops us allows room for mistakes, and through these experiences, we find opportunities to deepen our relationship with Him. Each stumble is an invitation to rise again, strengthened by our resolve to fulfill our purpose. In our quest to understand what it means to be chosen, we may also experience a longing for validation from the world around us. Society often places value on status, achievements, and external accomplishments. However, the true measure of our worth lies not in how others perceive us, but in our intrinsic value as children of God. Each one of us is imbued with a divine spark, a unique identity that reflects the Creator's image. Understanding this profound truth liberates us from the chains of comparison and helps us to appreciate our individual journeys. When we realize that we are already accepted and loved for who we are, we can live authentically, unburdened by the need for approval. As chosen ones, we may also encounter moments of loneliness or isolation, particularly when our path seems different from those around us. It is essential to recognize that these feelings are a natural part of the journey. The calling to a unique purpose may lead us to places where we stand apart from the crowd. Yet, it is in these solitary moments that we often hear the quiet voice of God most clearly. Embracing solitude can be a powerful catalyst for growth, allowing us to reflect on our experiences, seek divine guidance, and deepen our understanding of our calling. It is in the stillness that we often find clarity, peace, and a renewed sense of direction. In addition to solitude, we must also embrace vulnerability as a strength rather than a weakness. The act of being vulnerable allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves and others. It opens the door to authentic relationships, where we can share our struggles and triumphs without fear of judgment. When we allow ourselves to be seen, flaws and all, we invite others into our journey and create space for mutual support. Vulnerability fosters a sense of belonging, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. It creates a community of understanding where we can uplift one another and walk together in faith. As we delve deeper into the meaning of being chosen, it's essential to acknowledge the gifts and talents that reside within each of us. These abilities are not merely for personal gain, they are meant to be shared with the world. Recognizing our gifts empowers us to step into our roles as stewards of God's grace. Whether it is through acts of service, creative expression, or sharing words of encouragement, our contributions can have a ripple effect, touching lives in ways we may never fully understand. Embracing our unique talents allows us to participate actively in God's plan, enriching the lives of others and fulfilling our divine purpose. Furthermore, the path of the chosen is often illuminated by the experiences of those who have walked before us. As we study the lives of biblical figures and historical leaders, we can glean wisdom from their journeys. Each story carries lessons of resilience, faith, and the unwavering belief that God equips us for our calling. For instance, the life of Ruth teaches us about loyalty and the power of divine providence. Her willingness to embrace a new beginning led her to become part of the lineage of King David. Similarly, the courage of Esther in speaking up for her people exemplifies the importance of standing firm in our convictions, even in the face of adversity. These narratives remind us that we are not just recipients of God's call, but also participants in a larger story of redemption and grace. As we engage with the community of believers, we also cultivate an attitude of service. The chosen ones are called to serve others, reflecting the heart of Jesus, who came not to be served, but to serve. Acts of kindness and selflessness become expressions of our divine purpose, illustrating the transformative power of love in action. Whether it's volunteering, mentoring, or simply being present for someone in need, each act of service builds the kingdom of God on earth. Serving others not only blesses them, but also enriches our own lives, drawing us closer to the heart of God and reminding us of the interconnectedness of our journeys. In times of uncertainty, let us lean on the promises found in Scripture. The Bible is replete with assurances of God's faithfulness, His unwavering presence in our lives, and His commitment to guiding us along the right path. When doubt creeps in, we can anchor ourselves in His Word, drawing strength from the truths that declare we are chosen, beloved, and equipped for the journey ahead. These promises serve as reminders that our path is not dictated by circumstances, but by the unchanging nature of God's love for us. As we move forward on this journey, we must also be aware of the distractions that vie for our attention. In a world filled with noise and competing priorities, it can be easy to lose sight of our calling. Yet when we cultivate a habit of mindfulness, taking moments to pause, reflect, and realign our hearts with God's purpose, we can navigate through the chaos with grace and intention. Mindfulness allows us to become more attuned to the whispers of the Spirit, guiding us toward the next steps in our journey. Moreover, it is essential to embrace the power of gratitude in our lives. When we express gratitude for both the big and small blessings, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. This shift in perspective fosters a spirit of contentment and joy, enhancing our ability to recognize the beauty in our daily lives. Gratitude reminds us that even in the midst of challenges, there are countless reasons to celebrate the goodness of God. It empowers us to see the silver linings and appreciate the growth that arises from difficult circumstances. In the face of uncertainty, let us remain steadfast in prayer and community, drawing strength from one another. The support of fellow believers can provide encouragement and reassurance as we navigate the complexities of life. Together, we can uplift each other, sharing insights and wisdom that will help us stay focused on our divine calling. The journey of being chosen is not meant to be solitary. It thrives in the context of community, where we can lean on one another and build each other up in faith. As we journey deeper into understanding why many are called but few are chosen, it becomes essential to reflect on the significance of our choices in this divine selection process. The concept of being called encompasses an invitation extended to many. Yet what distinguishes the chosen ones is not merely the call itself, but how we respond to that call. Our choices are powerful. They shape our destiny and influence the course of our lives. The decisions we make in our daily lives reveal the posture of our hearts and our willingness to embrace the purpose God has for us. Consider the parable of the sower, where seeds are scattered on various types of soil. In this narrative, the seed represents the Word of God, and the soil symbolizes our hearts. Some seeds fell on rocky ground, where they could not take root, while others fell among thorns, which choked their growth. Only the seeds that fell on good soil produced a bountiful harvest. This illustrates that while the call is universal, the reception and nurturing of that call depend on the condition of our hearts. As chosen ones, we must cultivate a heart that is receptive to God's voice, allowing His Word to take root within us. This involves creating an environment of prayer, worship, and intentional reflection on His teachings. In our modern world, distractions abound, and the noise of daily life can drown out the gentle whispers of God. It is crucial for us to actively seek moments of stillness and solitude, where we can connect deeply with our Creator. In these sacred spaces, we can discern the unique purpose He has for us and align our lives with His will. It's in these quiet moments that clarity often emerges, revealing the steps we are to take on our journey. When we commit to nurturing our relationship with God, we begin to experience the fullness of what it means to be chosen. Moreover, being chosen comes with an understanding that our purpose is often intertwined with the larger story of God's redemption. Our individual journeys contribute to His overarching plan for humanity. Just as Esther's bravery influenced the fate of her people, we too can impact the lives of those around us. Each interaction, every act of kindness can ripple out into the world, carrying with it the potential to transform lives. We must recognize that our choices matter, that they can inspire hope and bring healing to those who are hurting. When we embrace our roles as chosen vessels, we become conduits of God's love and grace in a world that desperately needs it. It's also important to acknowledge that the journey of the chosen is not always easy. Challenges and obstacles are part of the process. Yet, it is often through these trials that our character is refined and our faith is deepened. The story of the Israelites wandering in the wilderness illustrates this truth beautifully. Though they were chosen by God, they faced hardships and trials that tested their faith and resilience. Yet, It was during these difficult times that God revealed His faithfulness and provision. In our struggles, we are reminded of our dependence on Him and the strength we can draw from His presence. As we navigate our unique paths, let us not be discouraged by setbacks or delays. These moments are not indicators of failure, but rather opportunities for growth and learning. The chosen ones are called to persevere, to trust in God's timing, and to remain steadfast in their faith. The journey may be long, but it is in the journey that we discover the depths of God's grace and the richness of His promises. When we lean into our challenges, we cultivate resilience and strength that prepare us for the next chapter of our lives. The concept of being chosen also invites us to embrace our identity as heirs of God's kingdom. When we understand that we are chosen, we begin to see ourselves through a different lens, one that reflects our inherent value and worth. Our identity is not defined by our past mistakes or failures. Instead, it is rooted in our relationship with God. This revelation empowers us to walk confidently in our purpose, knowing that we are equipped to fulfill the calling placed upon our lives. When we embrace our identity as chosen ones, we become a powerful force for good in a world that often feels dark and chaotic. Additionally, the journey of the chosen is characterized by the presence of the Holy Spirit. The Spirit serves as our guide, counselor, and source of strength as we navigate our paths. When we lean into the Spirit's leading, we gain clarity and wisdom that transcends our understanding. This divine guidance illuminates our decisions and helps us discern the right paths to take. In moments of uncertainty, we can find solace in knowing that we are not navigating this journey alone. The Spirit walks alongside us, empowering us to embrace our calling with confidence. As we embrace the identity of the chosen, it's essential to surround ourselves with a community of like-minded believers. Engaging with others who share our values and beliefs creates a support system that encourages our growth and strengthens our faith. In this community, we can share our experiences, offer encouragement, and hold one another accountable. Being part of a faith community reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. We can uplift each other and share the burdens we carry. This camaraderie fosters an environment where we can flourish in our unique callings, knowing that we have others rooting for us along the way. The impact of being chosen extends beyond ourselves. It influences generations to come. The legacy we leave behind is a testament to our commitment to live out our calling. Our choices today shape the narratives of those who will follow in our footsteps. Consider the story of Timothy, whose faith was nurtured by his grandmother and mother. Their devotion to God laid the foundation for Timothy's ministry, demonstrating how the influence of the chosen can resonate through time. When we live out our faith authentically, we inspire others to seek their own relationship with God and fulfill their purposes. In recognizing the weight of our calling, we must also remember the importance of humility. Being chosen is not a badge of honor, but a sacred responsibility. We are called to serve others, to reflect the love of Christ in all that we do. This humility allows us to approach our calling with a heart of gratitude and service. As we walk this path, let us remain grounded in the understanding that our significance is not derived from our accomplishments, but from our willingness to serve others and glorify God. Embracing our role as the chosen ones also means acknowledging the weight of our influence. Each of us carries the potential to affect change in the lives of those we encounter. Our words, actions, and choices can either draw people closer to God or push them away. Therefore, we must approach our daily lives with intentionality, seeking to be a source of encouragement and hope to others. By living authentically and demonstrating the love of Christ, we can illuminate the path for those who may be searching for purpose and meaning. In this context, it's important to remember the power of our testimonies. Sharing our stories of faith, struggles, and triumphs serves as a powerful witness to the transformative work of God in our lives. Our experiences can inspire and uplift others who may be walking similar paths. When we open our hearts and share our journeys, we create opportunities for connection and healing. Our stories remind us that we are not alone in our struggles, and that God's faithfulness endures through every circumstance. As chosen ones, we are also called to be agents of change within our communities. Whether through acts of kindness, service projects, or simply being present for those in need, our actions can speak volumes about the love of God. The world is filled with people longing for hope and healing, and we have the unique opportunity to be the hands and feet of Jesus. This calling may manifest in various ways, from volunteering at a local shelter to supporting a friend in a time of crisis. Each small act of love contributes to a larger tapestry of compassion that can transform lives. However, this journey is not without its challenges. The enemy seeks to distract and discourage us from fulfilling our divine purpose. We may encounter obstacles that test our faith and resolve. It is crucial during these times to lean into our relationship with God, seeking His strength and guidance. We must remember that our struggles are not in vain. They are part of the refining process that prepares us for the next chapter of our journey. Each trial we face can draw us closer to God, deepening our dependence on Him and our understanding of His plans for our lives. Prayer remains an essential tool in our walk as chosen ones. Through prayer, we communicate with God, seeking His guidance and wisdom in every decision we make. It is in these intimate moments that we can lay our burdens before Him, allowing His peace to wash over us. The more we engage in prayer, the more attuned we become to His voice, making it easier to discern His will in our lives. As we cultivate this practice, we will find clarity in our purpose and strength to persevere in the face of adversity. Embracing our role as the chosen ones also means acknowledging the weight of our influence. Each of us carries the potential to affect change in the lives of those we encounter. Our words, actions, and choices can either draw people closer to God or push them away. Therefore, we must approach our daily lives with intentionality, seeking to be a source of encouragement and hope to others. By living authentically and demonstrating the love of Christ, we can illuminate the path for those who may be searching for purpose and meaning. In this context, it's important to remember the power of our testimonies. Sharing our stories of faith, struggles, and triumphs serves as a powerful witness to the transformative work of God in our lives. Our experiences can inspire and uplift others who may be walking similar paths. When we open our hearts and share our journeys, we create opportunities for connection and healing. Our stories remind us that we are not alone in our struggles, and that God's faithfulness endures through every circumstance. As chosen ones, we are also called to be agents of change within our communities. Whether through acts of kindness, service projects, or simply being present for those in need, our actions can speak volumes about the love of God. The world is filled with people longing for hope and healing, and we have the unique opportunity to be the hands and feet of Jesus. This calling may manifest in various ways, from volunteering at a local shelter to supporting a friend in a time of crisis. Each small act of love contributes to a larger tapestry of compassion that can transform lives. However, this journey is not without its challenges. The enemy seeks to distract and discourage us from fulfilling our divine purpose. We may encounter obstacles that test our faith and resolve. It is crucial during these times to lean into our relationship with God, seeking His strength and guidance. We must remember that our struggles are not in vain. They are part of the refining process that prepares us for the next chapter of our journey. Each trial we face can draw us closer to God, deepening our dependence on Him and our understanding of His plans for our lives. Prayer remains an essential tool in our walk as chosen ones. Through prayer, we communicate with God, seeking His guidance and wisdom in every decision we make. It is in these intimate moments that we can lay our burdens before Him, allowing His peace to wash over us. The more we engage in prayer, the more attuned we become to His voice, making it easier to discern His will in our lives. As we cultivate this practice, we will find clarity in our purpose and strength to persevere in the face of adversity. In our commitment to being chosen, let us also embrace the importance of community. We are not meant to walk this path alone. Engaging with fellow believers provides us with the encouragement, accountability, and support we need to stay focused on our calling. Together, we can navigate the challenges and celebrate the victories, reminding each other of the truth of God's promises. The early church serves as an inspiring model of community, illustrating how believers can come together to support one another in their faith journeys. In this community, we are called to uplift and challenge one another. When we see a fellow chosen one struggling, let us extend a hand of grace and love. We can remind them of their identity in Christ and the purpose to which they have been called. By being a source of encouragement, we help cultivate an environment where faith can thrive and lives can be transformed. This interconnectedness strengthens us and serves as a powerful testimony to the world around us. As we conclude this message, I urge you chosen ones to reflect on the significance of your calling. Embrace the truth that you are chosen for a purpose, equipped with everything you need to fulfill your divine destiny. Seek to live authentically, allowing your life to be a reflection of God's love and grace. Remember that your journey is unique, and God has placed you where you are for a reason. If you have found this message encouraging and enlightening, I invite you to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments by writing 77. Your engagement not only supports our community, but also spreads the message of hope and purpose to others who may be searching for their path. Together, we can create a ripple effect of encouragement and inspiration, reminding one another of the incredible journey we are on as chosen ones. As you continue to navigate your path, may you always be reminded of the power of your calling. You are not just one among many. You are a chosen vessel with a unique purpose. Embrace this identity with confidence, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. Your life has the potential to make a lasting impact, and as you walk in your purpose, may you experience the joy and fulfillment that come from living as one of the chosen. Thank you for being part of this journey, and may God bless you abundantly as you embrace your divine calling.